Hello everybody, I am presenting 3 completed canvases I've managed to finish of one of my early might have even been my first or even my second unboxing videos, which was from DIAMONDPAINTING.CLUB, which was an Australian diamond painting company, but looking into it, it seemed to be the Australian version of Victoria's Moon. So these were 3 of the first I purchased in last year when I decided I really liked diamond painting. So I finished them all and it's time to do a post review. So we'll start with the one on top, obviously, which is Coffee Time. So just on a quick recap for this one, it was a 30 by 30 centimeter. It took me roughly 7 days to finish, and it's a square drill. So positives with this one is definitely, and it's the same for all 3, definitely had enough drills left over. As you can see, there is plenty of all colors, so there was no fear of running out. In fact, this kit was also the kit I took one of the colors I was running short or run out of, this color in 844, when I did the custom of my mum and dad's dog Sam, and so I used this color to complete that one where they didn't send me enough, and I also had more than enough, as you can see, to finish this canvas and still had that many left. So that was fantastic, so I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, plenty of leftover drills, definitely a positive in their favor. So I'll just move them aside again. So there's the image. It looks fairly good through the camera lens and to the naked eye. I am actually going to frame this one and put it on the wall for Terry, because he is a coffee snob and he loves all things coffee, or all things a good coffee, I should say. So this one will look nice in the kitchen. So I'm really happy with the colors, really happy with the way it looks. Now I will show you the 3 I've completed and then go through at the end on a general sort of feedback piece, but speaking as an individual piece here, it came out rather clear. I'm quite happy with it. It's true to size, plenty of drills, and the drills were decent quality. The geisha, or the Japanese lady I should say, I'm not 100% sure she's a geisha, so I'll say Japanese lady. This was a 40 by 30, again true to size, and also again, I won't get them all out, but as you can see, plenty of drills left over. There was no possibility at all of running out of drills on any of these kits. Beautiful colors. Square drill again. I do love the colors. Through what I can see on the viewfinder as I'm recording this, it does look fairly good as an image, but in person I'm not too happy with it. Now that is nobody's fault but my own, as I think 40 by 30 was too small for this type of image because of the detail, especially around the kimono. There was a lot of detail in there, detail in her hair. I mean, I like the background blocking. It was definitely a fair bit of confetti, but then also parts of color blocking, but probably a lot more confetti, especially around there in her kimono. I mean, it is a gorgeous image. It's an image I've always, well, as soon as I saw it when I started diamond painting, I wanted it and I got it. But I do think this would benefit from a bigger size. So when I say the image isn't as clear as I would like it, or as beautiful as I would like it, that's my fault due to the size I bought. As I said, these were the first 3 I believe I purchased once I discovered I liked diamond painting. So I wasn't aware of really how much size does matter, and size does matter a lot. It's a square drill. All the drills fit in perfectly. There was no issue. There's no popping as I'm running my hand over it now. I can't feel any drills that have popped. They all fitted in beautifully. The drill colours themselves are gorgeous, and they are quite nice and sparkly. I can't tell how well that's coming through the camera, but when you look at it with the naked eye, it's very sparkly. But yeah, so, you know, I'm glad I got it and I'm glad I did it. But I think in future, for this sort of facial image, I need to go bigger. And again, that's my error, not theirs. So overall, really nice image. And that was the Japanese lady. And the last one I got in that first set of 3 I purchased was this Galaxy. Again, very similar commentary to the Japanese lady. Again, I think this could have done with better with a bigger canvas. This was a 30 by 40 as well. Like I say, all the same sort of commentary on all of them. The drills were great. They're nice vibrant colours. There's no popping when I feel around here, no popping at all. So yeah, what I'll do with these, I've bought some display books that I will be, any that aren't going in a frame will be going into display books, and that's how I'll store them. So yeah, so that's the Galaxy, or I think it was called Galaxy Star on the website. Again, lots and lots and lots of drills left over. Never had a concern about running out of drills on any of these. So let me bring them all back and then I'll give you my overall opinion. So yeah, as stated, they were all square. These are only like the 2nd, 3rd and 4th square ones I've done. The only other square one I've completed was Sam, the dog. And square, look, these fitted in nicely, so there wasn't a struggle with them not being the right size or too big for the canvas. So I mean, if they're all going to work like this, I think square is nice to work with, but so far I still do prefer round. I know there's a lot of square advocates out there, but I think I still prefer round. I mean, you get a lot of gapping in the square, and again, that's my fault. You know, I'm not really precise and slow with doing them. I put them on there because I want to get these done, and I don't think it matters too much. Like, you from a distance you usually can't notice where the gaps are. I don't think you can notice it very much through the viewfinder either. Positives on these 3 canvases: all the canvases, as you'd see in my original video, were extremely clear. They were printed beautifully, very easy to work with. I did use a light pad on all 3, but I had no problem reading the symbols. Plenty of drills remained for all 3. I like the fact the drills on all of them were individually bagged, so I didn't have to do a kit up. They were all in little baggies all ready to go, which is fantastic. They had DMC numbers on them, so I can reuse them. There was an inventory sheet included for each kit, which again, you'll see all this in my original video, which I will link down in the description so you can see the initial first response. No, I'm not an emergency worker. Initial first impressions and unboxing. And they're very sparkly. As I said, I'm not sure if it's coming out on the camera very well because it is a cloud. Even though it's summer in Australia at the moment, it's very cloudy and rainy day today. I think it's only going to be about 18 degrees, so it's very strange January summer weather, but they are really quite sparkly, and it's a shame. As I said, I won't know until I edit the video if they came out as sparkly as I hope, but they are sparkly. There are negatives as well to these, and the main one, well, I'll show the smaller ones first. On the inventory sheets, I'll just bring out the space one if you can see the inventory sheet. They use a combination of letters, numbers and symbols, which is fine. But what I always find weird when they do inventory sheets is, for example, when they use numbers, you've got here symbol 7 is actually number 2 on the bag. Symbol 5 is number 23 bag. Same, 8, 2 is 27, 28. So, you know, it would have been awesome if they actually had those numbers correspond with the numbers of the bags or the colours. Make that a lot easier. They also did a bit of weird things like, is it on this one? Yeah, a capital A and a small a capital E and a small e. I just find that sort of system strange. I mean, there's enough to go by just numbers and then use letters without having to choose between a capital and a small, you know, if you know what I mean. So I found that, I mean, that's a very minor negative. I just found it a bit frustrating and weird at times, but you know, it still worked. The drills, good quality drills, but a lot of them were, well, I've actually got them here. This isn't all of the trash. I didn't keep all of the trash. What I kept was a sample of the trash that I found common in all of the kits. So you had sort of like, if you can see, you had a lot of this sort of stuck together, a lot of them, and it wasn't just the black, it was a lot of the colors were stuck together, so I had to use a crusher a lot, which again might not be a lot for some people, but I find it slightly annoying that they're stuck like that, and it was the smaller colors as well. It wasn't like your big major colors like your blacks and your browns and that. It was, as you can see, burgundies, oranges had it as well. You had your typical sort of tagging on your square drills. You had some with dimples on the top. I don't care about dimples on the bottom, that does not affect it, but dimples on the top, there was a lot of dimpling on some of them, and yeah, just sort of tags and bits of odd trash here and there. And this was just, as I said, a sample of what there was. I didn't keep all the trash, but on the other side of that, yeah, that's annoying trash, but there was enough drills to cover all of these, so the trash wasn't a major issue. The major issue I had with these was the price point. Now, I purchased 2 and get 1 free, so I purchased them when they had a sale, so I purchased and paid full price for these 2 and got this one free because it was the cheaper one. So ultimately, when I bought that, it was $82 for the 3, or it was $82 each for, sorry, $41 each for these 2, and this was $27, I think, roughly, and I got it for free. So you can either work that out to being roughly $27 each if you want to think of it that way when there was a sale on, but if there was no sale on, you would be paying $41 each for these. Now I'll just remove this one for a sec. Now, as I did say, the sizing issue was my fault. I picked 40 by 30s because I didn't understand the more detail, the bigger you want. Looking at them in the naked eye, even from a bit of a distance on the naked eye, I'm not 100% happy with the images because I think I picked too small. Now, $41 each for these at the size and the image quality I got, I'm not happy paying that, so I won't be buying anything this expensive again for this size. Yes, I can see where the $41 is in the sense of the canvas was great. It was very it was double-sided adhesive, and I did get plenty of drills, so I do have enough drills to sort of make my own patterns if I want to in future. But for the image here, I'm not happy with it, and I can't blame the company fully for that. That's me for not buying big enough. But I think the next, if you go up, I think it goes to the $60 range if I had have gone up again, and I wouldn't pay that for what are stock images. I'd pay that for an artist imagery, but not for a stock image, and that's my own personal choice. I'm not judging anybody if they want to do that. We all make our own choices. So for me, although I did like these kits, I won't buy from there again, but that it's purely on a price point for me. I can't complain about quality. It's just purely price point. Just to round up, these were $41 each, and this was technically free because I bought buy 2 buy 1 free. sorry, buy two get one free. But that's overall my post review of these DIAMONDPAINTING.CLUB / Victoria Moons kits. So these were 3 of the early ones I got when I first worked out I liked diamond painting. So you will start to see post reviews come through as I'm actually finally getting some done. I'm trying to actually do them in the order I bought them as well. Although, you know, anyone who diamond paints, you know, you get to that point where you go, oh, I've got to do this one, and this one goes up to the head of the queue because this one's cute and that one. But, you know, I'm trying to roughly do them as I purchase them. That's it for this video. I'll bring in all of the baggies, which I had, as I said, plenty of drills left over. Thank you so much for watching my video. It is truly appreciated. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment on what you think of these kits. If it's a company you've bought from, do you think that's a reasonable price for what I've got? In the meantime, please remember to stay safe wherever you are in the world, especially if you are in those COVID hotspots at the moment. Please wear a mask, please social distance, please wash your hands, and do everything you can to avoid that horrible illness. I will catch you in my next video. Bye!